NXT Universe, welcome. Today we're going to be taking a look back at the very best of NXT from 2014. I'm Renee Young, and the man joining me today, the savior of misbehavior, Corey Graves.
Can you still call me that now that I'm an announcer?
I'm actually going to exclusively call you that. It's fine, right?
That works for
if
me.
we could like just change your name on here to that, I would be very happy.
Fix that, yeah.
So we have an awesome show set up for you guys today. Tons of highlights for us to get to.
Plus, let's not forget, we have a huge appearance by WWE Hall of Famer, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. I can't wait for that.
I love getting to hear from Nate when he's around here.
Renee, not only will we be hearing from the Nature Boy, but he'll also be in the corner of his daughter, current NXT Women's Champion Charlotte, as she does battle later tonight with Sasha Banks in an exclusive NXT Women's Championship rematch from our Evolution.
So if we're going to be talking about the best of NXT, let's start from the beginning. We had the announcement of the WWE Network. Now, since then, NXT has gone on to become one of the cornerstones of the WWE Network, being able to showcase some of the amazing talent that was here and the talent that is currently here.
If you're going to talk about that talent, you've got to talk about Paige.
Oh, God, yeah.
She absolutely dominated the NXT Women's division, and then on her very first night on Raw, she wins the WWE Divas Championship.
I mean, just not a bad way to start, I would say.
I'd say.
We had Bo Dallas go on to make believers out of so many in the WWE Universe.
I'm a believer.
I'm on the fence with being a believer, but, you know, it's case by case.
Let's talk about Rusev and the ravishing Russian Lana.
Ravishing.
Talk about domination. These guys have been on a path of destruction since they debuted on the WWE roster.
Yep.
Rusev, United States champion, and still undefeated.
Not bad at all. Now, one of the amazing things that we got to do here at NXT was NXT Arrival. This was our very first 2-hour live special. So with that being said, let's take a look back at the very best of NXT Arrival.
This is NXT!
Right here, right now, we are all making history. Because the first ever in-ring program to stream live on the WWE Network is NXT Arrival.
NXT is the next generation, and the next generation has arrived.
The NXT Universe, they've come out to join us. This is a huge night for both WWE and NXT.
We are seeing a superstar born tonight, here on NXT. A true champion, Adrian Neville, the new NXT champion.
Renee, what an impressive victory for Adrian Neville, capturing the NXT championship from Bo Dallas in the first ever ladder match in NXT.
Bo Dallas has got to go.
But he wasn't done. Adrian Neville wasn't done there.
Nope.
He went on to prove himself the most dominant NXT champion we've ever seen.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, he'd lost 2 weeks ago to Sami Zayn.
He did, but the thing is that while Adrian Neville was still champion, he got to do such a cool thing. During WWE's European tour last month, he got to return home. Let's take a look back at some of the highlights from Adrian Neville returning home to Newcastle, England.
I'm from Newcastle upon Tyne, which is a small working class town in the northeast of England.
Any opportunity I get to come back, I'll be straight home. This region's very important to me. I'm very much a product of the northeast. Well, here we are back home. Out to surprise my mum. It's gonna be a win. Surprise her. Hello, Mother.
Oh, Ben!
How you doing?
I'm fine, son. Oh,
You're
the minute
right.
I've seen you. Are you all right,
Oh,
son?
why aye.
Oh, it's lovely to see you. Welcome home, son.
It's quite a small town, but it's definitely home for me.
It's just a huge piece of modern art, but it's got a certain character. I like it. It's certainly an iconic symbol of the northeast. It only means a lot to me, personally. I'd often come up here, you know, just to take 5 minutes from the world and take it all in. She's kind of like a guardian angel to the Newcastle area.
It's famous for a lot of things, mainly our beer and also our football team.
I went to St James's Park, where else? The home of Newcastle United Football Club, the greatest football team on the face of the earth.
and the soccer team especially is something I'm very passionate about.
From walking, you could kick a football.
Being from England, growing up, everybody plays football.
Yeah, outside of, you know, being a WWE wrestler, the backup dream was always to play for Newcastle United.
Most little Geordie lads want to be a footballer, but Ben never did. He wanted to be a wrestler.
Well, I do want to be a footballer for a little bit.
Not for
But
very
wrestling
long.
was always-
and then it
always
was
the
wrestling. He
priority.
wanted to be a wrestler. He wanted to be a wrestler. Nothing else.
And that was only helped along by the fact that my mom and my dad, they didn't want me watching wrestling.
Originally, I wasn't really allowed to watch it, so I had to sneak to my auntie's house.
I must have been 7 or 8 years old, and she was a fan of WWE, and she was watching it, and I'd never seen it before. As soon as I saw it, my breath was taken away.
I was certainly enamoured.
So that kind of became the thing that I couldn't do, which became the thing I wanted to do. I always knew, I was determined that I was going to give it my best shot and I was going to make it work.
This is where it all began, St Joseph's Hall. It's pretty much the only wrestling school in the area. I was 18 years old. I was looking to train to become a sports entertainer, professional wrestler, and this was the place locally that you could do it.
I remember being spoken to many a time by my family, my mom, my grandmother, and they tell me to stop being stupid, Ben. You're from Newcastle. Nobody from Newcastle becomes a wrestler. Find a real job.
You know, I didn't give him much support, but he went on. He was very determined, and I eat my words now.
I tried to develop my high-flying moves, my high-flying techniques. I started to get noticed because of the moves that I do. It was unique and it hadn't been seen in Britain before. When I step through the ropes, I'm just in my element. That's when I really become myself. That's when I'm at the most peace with myself, you know. I really feel like that's my zone.
So yeah, there's lots of history to this building as far as my career is concerned. I'll wear this tonight when I make my entrance.
Yeah, you know, I used to ride my bike to this arena, and never in a million years did I expect to be, you know, walking out as a WWE superstar in the Metro Radio Arena in Newcastle. I can feel goosebumps right now just thinking about it.
The reaction was incredible, couldn't ask for any more, but everything I hoped it would be, and then some. I can't believe this is what I do for a living, and I'm very fortunate.
Sometimes I feel like I'm dreaming and I'll wake up. I've done a lot of travelling, but Newcastle is always my home and always will be.
The best day of my life.
What an emotional homecoming for Adrian Neville, getting the opportunity to live out a dream, return to England as NXT champion. But up next, we take a look at what's been deemed an instant classic by the WWE Universe as Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn went one-on-one for the NXT Championship just 2 weeks ago at TakeOver Our Evolution. Relive the magic from this epic NXT Championship showdown when we return.
He is perhaps the most dangerous superstar.
Brock Lesnar impose his will on John Cena.
Lesnar has won the WWE World title. The question is how will John Cena respond tonight? Cena has hit it with his very best. The attitude adjustment for the championship. What the hell? Cena had it beat. Was Brock Lesnar going to lose to John Cena? We'll never know.
Now comes the final chapter. Brock Lesnar, John Cena, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. WWE Royal Rumble, presented by Hulu and WWE Immortals. Sunday, January 25th, live right here on WWE Network.
Hello, everyone. It's me, your hero, Tyler Breeze. And I just want to take a break from my tedious schedule to tell all you wanna breeze, Merry Christmas. And just because it's a new year, that doesn't mean I have to change anything. In fact, in 2015, the only thing I'm going to add to my ensemble is gold.
Well, clearly it is all about the gold here at NXT, whether it's the women's title, the tag titles, or of course, the epicenter of NXT, the NXT Championship.
If you're going to talk about the NXT Championship, you have to mention the match that took place just 2 weeks ago. NXT Our Evolution, Sami Zayn, Adrian Neville. What a match. I was there, I was ringside. I'm still reeling from it. The emotions were at an all-time high. These guys left everything they had in the ring.
However, what happened after the match was something that nobody could have anticipated. Let's take a look.
But where's Sami Zayn's head?
Look at Sami Zayn. Look at that. Both competitors trading blows in the center of the ring. Adrian Neville trying to take command. Sami Zayn with a big clothesline. The champ did a 180.
This place has come to life. This building's rocking right now for Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn trying to set up Adrian Neville. Neville with a well-placed kick. The momentum shifting back and forth like a pendulum in this match. Adrian Neville may have Sami Zayn exactly where he wants him. Guys, this could be it for Sami Zayn.
This is the
Neville to the top rope. Red arrow all the way. Oh, Sami Zayn got the legs up. Submission maneuver. Koji clutch. Neville may have to tap. Championship on the line.
We may have a new champion, Rich.
Sami Zayn's got it locked in. Nowhere for Neville to go. And Adrian Neville outstretching the leg.
The heart of a champion, Adrian Neville, able to withstand that submission hold and make it to the ropes. That's why he's the NXT champion.
What ring presence out of Adrian Neville.
Neville was in that submission for a long time, though. That took a lot out of him. You got to wonder what he's got left, if anything.
Hold on, Sami Zayn trying to set up Neville. Trying to set him up, reversal. Championship on the line. Oh, my goodness. The referee.
Adrian Neville's skull bounced off of the referee's head.
Yeah, the back of his head.
Their heads collided.
It's a dangerous place to be hit.
Not now, Sami. Now is not the time, Sami. This is not the time to show sympathy.
Adrian Neville with a big kick. And cost Sami Zayn. My God. That's all. Adrian Neville going to retain the title. No. Oh, my God. How did he get a shot? Zayn's compassion nearly cost him right there, guys.
We talked about him having a killer instinct, and he lacked one right there. Boy, he has got to stay on Neville late.
Guys, how is Sami Zayn still going? Adrian Neville with a well-placed super kick, and look at this. Sami Zayn somehow getting the shoulder up, extending his career. The entire NXT universe here at Full Sail Arena on their feet. Not a single person sitting down. Sami Zayn.
Going for another.
Another German suplex by Zayn. His career hangs in the balance of this match.
At this point, he's running on fumes. All heart right now out of Sami Zayn.
Look at this. Oh, my God, what a throw by Zayn. and lining up Adrian Neville. Here comes Zayn and Neville again. Another great move rolling out of the ring.
Unbelievable ring awareness by Adrian Neville. He knew what was coming.
Oh, look out, look out. Hang on. Whoa, my goodness! That is the killer instinct of Sami Zayn. A diving DDT through the ropes.
It was unbelievable. I didn't think Sami Zayn had it in him, but he needs to get Adrian Neville in the ring. Diving through the ropes like that was unbelievable. Stay on him.
He proved something to me right there. You're seeing Sami Zayn mature right in front of your very eyes tonight. Sami Zayn lining up Adrian Neville. You know what's on the way. Haluva kick, but the referee took an elbow to the back of the head.
Guys, did Neville pull the referee in there? Did Neville pull him in?
Yes, he pulled him in. He absolutely pulled him in. I just saw it. Guys, Neville did exactly what he has to do at this point to save the championship. We talked about whatever it takes, and that's what he did.
He's done it before, but Sami Zayn is wasting valuable time. He needs to capitalize. He needs to get back on Neville.
Hold on, what's Neville doing? Neville grabbing the championship. Sami Zayn. We're seeing Neville's true colors now. Oh, big kick. Moment of truth there for Sami Zayn. Can he do it? Can he pull the trigger?
You got a clean shot. You got to take it, Sami Zayn. Now is not the time for morals.
He can't risk disqualification. Sami, not like this.
The referee can't see it. Do it, Sami.
Come on, Sami, not like this.
This is your career we're talking about, Sami Zayn. You got to do what you got to do.
Told you guys the pressure was going to get to him, and you're seeing it mighty thick right now. Oh, come on! Not again! Not again!
You get what you deserve, Sami.
Insane into the kick out!
Sami Zayn deserves to be out of the business tomorrow.
Wow, exploder suplex! I completely agree. Exploder suplex into the corner! Sami Zayn lining up Adrian Neville, and here it comes! Haluva kick! Haluva kick! Connects! Sami Zayn has done it! Sami Zayn has done it! He is the new NXT champion! And we have a brand new NXT champion, well deserved. And guys, take a look. The NXT locker room coming out to congratulate Sami Zayn and his best friend, Kevin Owens.
What a night for these two friends. This has got to be surreal for those two guys at the top of their game.
Owens making his debut tonight. Sami Zayn winning the championship. A lot of emotion, a lot of tears. I think Kevin Owens was crying before. Wow,
look
what
at
an
the
incredible
respect.
thing to see, yeah.
Look at the respect from the locker room, man. Sami Zayn works so hard. He deserves this adulation from everybody. This is awesome.
Guys, what is unfolded before us tonight is the definition of perseverance. Sticking to one's ideals and laying it all on the line. Sami Zayn, your new NXT champion. Guys, that's the Hall of Famer Pat Patterson in there congratulating Sami Zayn.
First ever Intercontinental Champion, one of the greatest of all time. He respects Sami Zayn.
Pat Patterson been a huge
supporter of Sami Zayn from the beginning. Always believed he had this night in him.
What an incredible night. What an incredible moment for Sami Zayn.
I mean, guys, where else can you see moments like this but NXT at Full Sail University?
Hey, guys, take a look. There are the Lucha Dragons. There is Charlotte, the NXT Tag Team Champs, the Women's Champion out here to congratulate Sami Zayn as he takes a victory.
It's the whole damn locker room. It's every single person in the NXT locker room out there congratulating their new champion.
Because everybody in this locker room respects Sami Zayn for what he's done, the path he's taken to get here, how hard he's worked to become champion. This is all well-deserved by Sami Zayn.
Absolutely.
Look at that emotion. Look at that respect.
You think they're going to be walking in the Performance Center tomorrow in the same class? 100%.
And Sami Zayn, so proud to represent the entire roster at NXT by holding that championship.
Guys, what an unbelievable evening. Corey, heck of a start to your new broadcasting career. You picked a hell of a night to start. It was a pleasure working with both of you. I still got goosebumps. I'm going to have them for a very, very long time.
I'm excited about the future. It's been an honor to share this with you guys. What a night.
As you just saw, Kevin Owens' attack on Sami Zayn at TakeOver Our Evolution put a stop to what had been an unforgettable moment of celebration for the new NXT champion. With his health and future in doubt, we're hoping to get an update from Sami himself in the coming weeks. But up next, we head back to Our Evolution as the Lucha Dragons defended their tag team championships against the Vaudevillains in a controversial and much talked about encounter you do not want to miss.
In honor of Christmas, I bring to everybody Larry's Parade of Lights.
You sure this is safe?
Of course it is. I rigged it myself.
It's awesome! It's like a palace.
And now, as they say in French, the peace of the resistance.
This is going to be the best Christmas ever!
Excuse me. Hello, cousins. Cool setup you got here, Mr. Regal. Look, I think it's about time for myself to rejuvenate or recharge my career. I know there's a lot of eyes on NXT right now. Everyone's getting noticed.
Oh, yes.
I want in. I want in. It's time for me to get noticed now.
That's very admirable of you, and I understand that you'd want to be a part of NXT because it is, to use a modern phrase, a hot ticket. And possibly, if I do some research, I may be able to find a spot for you here. But now's not the time, and if you want to talk to me, I suggest you make an appointment.
Appointment, huh? All right.
We are the Lucha Dragons!
Two of the most dynamic, high-flying superstars we've ever seen.
What a treat it is to see the NXT Tag Team Champions.
Here comes the human pinball. Salida del Sol.
We are a strong tag team. We're skillful and we have that determination. We have a great challenge in front of us. We're confident to beat any tag team here in NXT.
This feels incredible!
The future starts now!
In English, Simon Gotch, the Vaudevillains!
There's something not right about this.
There's something very not right about this.
I feel like we gotta change something. What is it?
Oh, it's the thing.
Oh, yes.
We forgot to do the thing.
Yes.
Let's do the thing.
Let's go ahead and take care of that. I'm a man of artistic caliber and sophistication.
I'm a bit of a brute by nature.
The strongest strongman in all of WWE.
The Vaudevillains just pull apart their opponents.
You could be calling these two men tag team champions in the near future.
We are men, and what a man does is everything he has to reach his goal. And for these two men, that is the NXT Tag Team Championship.
We have lost to one team. The Lucha Dragons have defeated us at every turn.
But the Vaudevillains are like leather. The more you beat them, the tougher it gets.
How we clash with them will be the way armies always clash, taking your strengths and using them to crush your opponent.
The spotlight is on us, because that's where it belongs.
It's called our evolution. What we will evolve into that night is the next NXT Tag Team Champions.
Villains have held the Lucha Dragons, I should say, have held the NXT Tag Team Championships for exactly 3 months. Vaudevillains winners of our #1 contender Battle Royal. And right now in control of this matchup, covered, and again a kick out.
And honestly, I thought that the Vaudevillains were going to come out tonight a little distracted, a little preoccupied, not really have a straight-ahead game plan because of their approach with all those videos and mind games. But they look great. They're really focused tonight, Corey.
I have no reason not to be. They have the richest prize in their game.
Uh-oh.
At stake right now, the NXT Tag Team titles. How can you not be focused?
Oh! Big kick. English. Oh! Now grabbing the leg of Kalisto.
And remember, champion's advantage cannot win titles by count out or disqualification.
Referee with his focus on Kalisto. And now Sin Cara backed into the wrong corner, tag baited. Simon Gotch, the legal man.
And Corey, if you think you can match up with a team head-to-head and you have confidence in your ability, do you think these tactics are necessary?
It's only cheating when you get caught.
All right. Well said, Governor.
Oh, look at this reversal. Sin Cara desperately trying to make the tag to Kalisto. And Gotch able to prevent him from getting across the ring. Back suplex. Is that enough? New champions know.
Gotch, very surprisingly strong, very good with leverage. Really understands how to break down his opponent. Very impressive.
The Vaudevillains have done a great job of cutting the ring in half. Sin Cara has been nowhere close to Kalisto to make the tag that he needs so bad.
Aiden English hooks the leg. And again, just a 1 count.
And Corey, you're a former NXT Tag Team Champion here. I mean, are you impressed with the way that the Vaudevillains have really gelled for getting, I mean, they have been a tag team here for a while, but not that long, and they really do look succinct together.
I'm impressed, but I'm not surprised. These are two of the most intelligent human beings I've ever encountered in my life. It's not surprising at all that they've had success.
Dash Simon Gotch, he'll tell you so. Sin Cara finally able to make the tag, and here comes Kalisto. Springboard crossbody.
This guy's a firecracker.
Corkscrew. The Lucha Dragons. Whoa! Big kick. Not only defending the championships tonight, but hang on. Crossbody by Sin Cara. Defending their proud heritage of Lucha Libre, and look out here. Roll through kick. Kalisto.
2 human pinballs.
Kalisto and Sin Cara teaming up. There goes Aiden English over the top rope.
This is where the Lucha Dragons shine. When they get this momentum going, it's usually lights out for the other team.
Hang on, look out,
Time
here
to
comes
fly.
the Lucha Dragons, taking out Aiden English. And the look on Simon Gotch's face says it all.
I think his mustache started curling there.
Gotch sending Kalisto into the ring. And look out!
Oh!
SDS, Selena Del Sol! And the Lucha Dragons retain!
Here are your winners and still the NXT Tag Team Champions, the Lucha Dragons!
Guys, we said it earlier, it would be all about teamwork. Whoever could progress through this match as the most well-oiled machine tonight, it was Kalisto and Sin Cara.
It was the Lucha Dragons. Look, Mom, no hands. I mean, this is just incredible. It'll make Rey Mysterio jealous.
And look at Kalisto and Sin Cara winding up Corey Graves.
2 Lucha Dragons, 1 Vaudevillain. It wasn't going to end well for Aiden English right there.
This is just too much. Selena Del Sol. 2, 3. Lucha Dragons remain your NXT Tag Team Champions. Good on them.
NXT General Manager William Regal has already guaranteed the Vaudevillains their championship rematch against the Lucha Dragons, after Kalisto mistakenly pinned Simon Gotch instead of the legal man in the match, Aiden English. As for when the Vaudevillains will cash in their next tag team title opportunity, well, we'll have to stay tuned, as neither Gotch nor English will break their silence. And speaking of championship rematches, don't forget, the NXT Women's Championship is on the line in this exclusive rematch from TakeOver Our Evolution. With Ric Flair in the corner of his daughter Charlotte, and Becky Lynch standing beside Sasha Banks, the stakes of this battle have reached an all-time high. We'll have the action for you later here tonight on NXT.
I am beautiful. Beautiful. I am electric. Powerful. Devilish. Tough. Sensitive. Flirtatious. Obsessed. I am sexy. Playful. Demanding. All read everything. I am a total diva. Total diva. In every sense of the word.
Welcome back to NXT, and Renee, we have some huge news in regards to yet another epic rematch from TakeOver Our Evolution. Next week, the Ascension look for vengeance against Finn Balor and Hideo Itami in what promises to be an unforgettable clash. We caught up with Itami and Balor to get their thoughts on the Ascension.
The Ascension tried to destroy my debut in NXT. Next week, we destroy the Ascension.
You know, myself and Hideo didn't really know what to expect coming here to NXT, but it's far exceeded our expectations. And we were greeted by the Ascension on the way in, but the future is now, and we're about to see the Ascension straight out the door.
We just got to hear from both Finn Balor and Hideo Itami. These are two international superstars. They showed up here to NXT and they made a huge splash right away. But that's a lot of pressure. I mean, to come into NXT, be a superstar, and walk through the curtains for the first time, there's an immense amount of pressure on you.
I will never forget the first time I stepped inside a WWE ring. As excited as I was, I felt like I had the weight of the world on my shoulders because you only get one chance to make a first impression.
People loved you.
Yeah, that's up for debate.
They were into you.
Maybe, some of them did. But if you don't make it here and you don't succeed in NXT, you're never gonna make it on the main roster in the bright lights of Raw and SmackDown. So let's take a look right now at some of the debuts we've seen in the past year and the impact they've made here in NXT.
The lone wolf here of NXT. Baron Corbin has thrashed everyone that has stepped in his wake.
Is there anyone who can stop Baron Corbin?
End of days!
NXT has let the children run the household for far too long.
This man, he's the last of a dying breed. He is an old school warrior.
You have all witnessed the beginning of an era of devastation. The last of the dying breed. Bull Dempsey.
Now let's take a look at probably the biggest international signing in the history of the WWE.
I will be known as Hideo Itami.
He's developed a cult following all over the world for his unique and innovative style.
I will be NXT champion.
Hideo Itami has arrived.
You wanna fight? I bring your friend.
I'm bringing something you've never seen before.
A man that comes heavily touted with a very, very impressive resume, and I can't wait for this.
My name is Finn Balor, and I'm here in NXT because I am the future.
The energy in this building is going through the roof right now. Finn Balor is on fire.
Finn has risen.
Tonight, Kevin Owens takes over.
Kevin Owens has been waiting 14 years for this opportunity. It is his night to shine.
You have a problem with me, and you want to fight. You gotta fight. I came here for one reason. Not again. Oh! That's to get who's fighting now to the absolute top.
Kevin, quite an impact since your debut at NXT TakeOver Our Evolution. What message are you trying to send to the NXT locker room?
My message? In the span of 7 days, I sent the former champion, Adrian Neville, and the brand new champion, Sami Zayn, to the hospital on stretchers. If I do that to people who I considered friends for years, imagine what I'll do to people I don't care about. But you want a message, a nice little tagline? How about, I will fight anyone and everyone until I'm the only one left standing. Should put that on a t-shirt.
Renee, when you talk about making an impact, you have to talk about Kevin Owens.
You have to.
Here's a guy who waited 14 years for his shot here in NXT, and boy, did he ever make an impact.
To say that he left NXT Our Evolution with that brass ring, I think is a very fair statement.
This is a guy that took out his best friend and new NXT heavyweight champion, Sami Zayn.
Well, you know, over the past year, we've actually seen former NXT superstars that have moved on to the bright lights of Raw and SmackDown. They have gone there and made their own huge impact. I mean, from winning championships to winning over the WWE Universe to actually cementing their own legacies that will hopefully live on forever in the history of WWE.
Another star from NXT, and her name is Paige. The 21-year-old from Norwich, England, has just won the Divas Championship. Here he comes, Michael. Get ready. The inspirational one, Bo Dallas. That's the Bo Dog.
All you have to do is believe.
And speaking of NXT, and here comes the bubbly one, Emma. She's locking up the dilemma.
Some innovative dancing and some innovative offense.
Not that any of you can relate, but it's so hard being the most attractive person in the room.
They're the long legs coming into play for Summer Rae. It's party time! And there he is, Adam Rose.
Don't be a lemon, be a rosebud.
Calls that the party foul.
It's party time all the time.
Rusev Fudria, Rusev Machka.
Beg for mercy.
And now the accolade. Now it's locked in. Now Rusev has it in. Rusev's won the United States Championship.
And folks, when we return, Sasha Banks, the boss, looks to make an impact of her own when she challenges Charlotte for the NXT Women's Championship in this exclusive rematch from NXT TakeOver Our Evolution. Next.
See if we can find her.
Ah, there you are.
Hey, Rich.
Bailey, what's going on?
Nothing much.
What are you up to?
Well, I'm watching the new Triple H DVD, Thy Kingdom Come. There's a really good chapter in here, but it's right now. So he just got a knee injury, and he's coming back, and he's training, and he's doing everything he can just to get back in the ring, and then he comes back, and he's the game, and he takes over the WWE.
Well, how's your rehab going for your knee?
It's going good, Rich. I just keep watching this, and I get motivated, and I'm gonna come back bigger, better, and stronger than ever. You tell Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch that.
Was restored to an improved state.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the NXT Women's Championship.
Guys, Bayley's staying positive, trying to keep her mind on track. And I guarantee you, she'll be watching the results of this match very, very carefully. So here we go, a TakeOver Our Evolution rematch. The boss, Sasha Banks, ready to challenge Charlotte for the NXT Women's title.
Sasha Banks, that woman right there in the center of your screen, really stepped out at NXT TakeOver Our Evolution. And although she did not win, she certainly matured and evolved.
Sasha challenging Charlotte, saying the issues between them are far from done. Rematch opportunity here tonight, and as Sasha always says, I made you, Charlotte. Tonight she gets a second opportunity to prove it.
Yeah, and I don't know if I agree with that, but she certainly looked fantastic at NXT TakeOver Our Evolution. And I think maybe one day the Banks name will live up to the Flair name.
I used to have a saying that said, when something like this, oh Lord, how it's hard to be humble. But I was talking about myself back then. And since I'm retired with 2 Hall of Fame rings, I didn't pass the torch. My daughter took the torch. And 2 weeks ago, she and Sasha had one of the greatest matches in the history of the WWE, not just NXT. That's right, you young lady, you were awesome. But you weren't that good that night. But I'm here tonight, and I'm proud to say that the greatest diva in the history of the WWE NXT, the world is gonna walk that aisle with her dad right now. I'm talking about my daughter, Charlotte.
Woo! The Nature Boy, Ric Flair, guys, this is unbelievable.
I mean, it doesn't get better than that, guys, here in NXT. The Nature Boy, Ric Flair, and his daughter, Charlotte Flair, still the queen of NXT. Merry Christmas.
Wow. I'm actually a little bit jealous right now. How about to be introduced by Ric Flair and then get the opportunity to walk down the aisle with him?
Absolutely. I thought it was interesting what he said about Sasha Banks and how impressed he was of her 2 weeks ago. Just not good enough on that night, but again, certainly a fantastic performance out of Sasha Banks.
Well, Sasha doesn't want to wait, guys. She wants to get going.
Hey, well, she's vicious, this woman. I like it.
Introducing first, the challenger, accompanied to the ring by Becky Lynch from Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha Banks. And her opponent, accompanied to the ring by WWE Hall of Famer Ric Flair from the Queen City. She's the NXT Women's Champion, Charlotte.
Well, guys, here we go. The NXT Women's Championship is on the line. You're looking at the champion, Charlotte. Has held the championship since last May. Successfully defended the title against Sasha Banks 2 weeks ago at TakeOver R Evolution.
Big X up in the air. You know, it's a big fight feel, and you can tell by looking at Sasha Banks. She's fired up. Look at this. Ready
I'll tell you
to go.
what a Christmas present this would be for Sasha Banks. Talk about a sweet stocking stuffer.
Look at her just taking it to Charlotte right off the bat.
Oh, wow. She's just so
Charlotte
tenacious.
with a game plan going right after the knee. Sasha Banks has a nasty side to her. Charlotte's trying to match it. Big slam. Oh. What does that feel like, having somebody drop down on your knee like
What
that?
does it look like? It feels like it hurts, Rich. You want me to try to do it to you right now?
I prefer not.
Yeah. That's a steel post.
I'll tell you, these two are just picking up where they left off. That match was incredible. Like I said before, it changed the game. If you're a woman in WWE right now, if you're in the independent circuit, you better change your game plan because this is the future.
The NXT Women's Championship on the line, but the champ in rough shape as this match rolls on.
Okay, tell me what you see.
Thursday.
Und this?
Oh, Thursday.
Und this?
Thursday. Четвъртък.
Russo say Thursday.
Thursday. Thursday.
Thursday.
Thursday!
Thursday. Fluffy little bunnies.
Sorry.
Thursday.
Thursday.
You're not crazy. WWE SmackDown is moving to Thursdays at 8 starting January 15th, only on Sci-Fi.
We will see you on Thursday, yes?
This NXT Women's Championship match continues here on Christmas Day. Happy to have you all along, Alex Riley, Jason Albert, I'm Rich Brenner, and Alex. A number of worldwide trends during TakeOver R Evolution a couple of weeks back.
Unbelievable night, not only for NXT, the WWE included, you said it, Rich.
30 worldwide trends that night on social media. And check this out.
Sasha Banks trying to put the champ away and a kick out.
Internet wrestling community on Reddit actually sent Triple H an edible arrangement to thank him. That's a true story. To thank him for NXT TakeOver Our Evolution. How cool is that, man?
You see Charlotte's leg get caught up on that bottom rope there. Oh, just mocking Rick right there. Not very smart.
I tell you, it might not
to
be
mock
very
the
smart,
champ's daddy.
But how impressive is it that Sasha Banks is not only not intimidated by Charlotte, she's not even intimidated by Ric Flair.
Oh, a couple of weeks back before TakeOver Our Evolution, Sasha Banks actually called Ric Flair a pathetic old man, dragging the Flair name through the mud. Yeah, I mean, tons of disrespect by the boss.
Oh!
Wow.
Foot right to the face, and then
Sasha just keeps coming forward. Oh, we've seen this.
Oh! Double knees into the midsection. Title is on the line. Cover. Sasha Banks, the new champion. No.
I'll tell you, the champ looks like she's in trouble right now, guys.
Absolutely. Sasha Banks has a mean streak in her like no other. She was at Madison Square Garden a couple months ago, and WWE officials gave her a review on her match saying, this woman isn't afraid of anything. Her first night at Madison Square Garden, not being nervous at all. So impressive.
Oh! Sasha Banks with her bankrupt submission maneuver locked in.
Wow.
The champ may have to tap out. Guys, we can see a title change here tonight at Christmas. Sasha has that locked in. And
oh, look at the strength right here. Look at the strength.
Wow.
We saw a similar maneuver by Charlotte at TakeOver Our Evolution.
Oh!
Charlotte able to use her.
Listen to her daddy cheering her on right here.
Able to use her what she calls her genetic strength. The most genetically superior diva here in WWE and NXT.
Absolute fact, Rich.
Oh! Charlotte getting fired up.
Oh!
There's that Flair chop.
There you go. I told you. You don't talk to a girl's daddy like that.
Oh, reversal.
I did not pay the price.
Charlotte misses with a knee drop. Oh. Backslide. Sasha Banks for the title.
Oh.
Oh, what a neck
This
breaker.
could be a title
That could be
change.
all here. Sasha for the
it.
championship and again. Charlotte able to stay alive in this matchup, and as the boss is getting frustrated.
I am so impressed with these two women.
Tell you what, Charlotte right there looked like she just kicked out of instinct. Didn't even really know where she was. Just rolled over at the last second. A veteran in the ring.
Uh-oh. Oh! Sasha Banks connecting, lung blower, crossface. The Banks statement locked in. We're going to see a new champion. Charlotte's going to have to tap.
Pretty close to the rope. She's got to grab that rope. She's got to grab that rope.
She's got it.
Goodness, talk about ring awareness. Talk about ring awareness.
You got to figure if Sasha had that in the middle of the ring, we could see a new women's champion.
Almost
Great
no
point,
question
Jason.
about that, guys. So now what does Sasha do?
She's feeling it now. She's got a little confidence.
Oh!
Charlotte connecting as the boss was winding up. This match is taking a toll. Charlotte going to the top. Oh, hold on.
How much
Hold
fight
on, guys.
does
We saw a
Sasha Banks
similar
have in her?
predicament.
Similar.
We saw a similar predicament at TakeOver Our Evolution. Sasha going for the superplex. Can she nail it this time? Yes!
Wow, that took a little bit out of both
She's
of them
got a
there.
cover. New champion. And again a kick out.
I tell you, Sasha Banks is
So
straight
impressed.
gangster. She's unbelievable. How impressive is this
How
woman
about
tonight?
Charlotte being able to kick out from a top rope suplex?
what a toll this match has taken on both ladies here. The NXT Women's Championship.
Now it's going to come down
Hanging
to who has
in the
more
balance.
heart. Yeah, who has more heart, Rich? Who has more desire to get their hands around that gold?
Charlotte the champion, Sasha Banks the challenger. And it is Sasha in control right now. Oh.
Whoa! That's it.
And Charlotte, center of the ring, center for the figure four. Small package, new champion Sasha Banks just inches away.
Oh, she still has the leg, she still has the leg.
And Charlotte,
Charlotte's
got
in.
the figure four connected.
Oh,
Sasha,
look at this.
Her bridge, look at her bridge. What pain, and Sasha Banks taps out.
Here's your winner by submission, and still the NXT Women's Champion, Charlotte.
Wow, how about Charlotte on Christmas retaining her championship in front of her daddy?
Would you wipe that goofy smile
I'm
off
happy.
your face? I mean,
I feel like we should sing a song.
I tell you what we need to do is give
Let's
some
sing a
credit
song.
to that woman right there, Sasha Banks, who put forth one hell of an effort and gets better every single time she's in the ring with the champion.
Merry Christmas, NXT Universe. What a match, what a treat you just saw. Hey, look at the Nature Boy with some sharp words for the boss.
I love the Nate. Are we partying with the Nates tonight? Rich, you're not invited.
Oh, come on.
Maybe next year.
And look at that, a father's pride lifting his daughter's arm in victory. Charlotte retaining the NXT Women's Championship here tonight.
I don't know who's happier, Nate or Charlotte.
That's a proud daddy. Oh, he's gonna strut. He's
Come
gonna
on.
strut.
Give it to us, Nate.
Come on. Oh, man, unbelievable. The Hall of Famer, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, watching his daughter retain the NXT Women's Championship. What a moment.